Welcome back, everyone, to our thoughts on video on the chakra recording.
Welcome everyone. We hope that you enjoyed this video on the chakras. And if you haven't watched it yet, you can click in the description box. Yes. And so, my dear Leo, how was this channeling for you? And what is your main insight or intake?
Yes, well, first, I love the change in format. I love that we're recording our meditations. We usually do some sort of meditation or energy work or and this such before. But we were actually talking a little while ago that we forgot to do something that we usually do, which is really pumping up the energies in the joyful way. And so I think for next time we'll add that part as well. But yes, I'm really happy about the new format. I think it was really important. It's an important change because our guides were saying that they want it to be more and more a full package experience, not just the theory and and not just even the energy behind the words that they're conveying, but really to guide people through a sort of experience to feel more connection. And so I thought that was great. And and yes, what are your thoughts?
Just before I answer to you about our thoughts, I have another question for you, Leo. You mentioned that we didn't do the moving part of our exercise before the channeling. For you, was it lacking? I mean, in terms of channeling.
A Yes, I would say so. I would say so. It was maybe lacking. Yes, from one perspective you could say lacking, but yes, I think I just wasn't as vibrant. Um the vibrancy wasn't I wasn't able to sustain, let's say, the vibrancy for as much as I would if I was more pumped up and had exercised more and done this and that. But overall, I felt good. I didn't feel lacking, but I do know that I could have been more vibrant if I had done the exercise.
Yeah, me too. I think to me it was lacking because even though the message went through quite smoothly, I had some inner thoughts, my own personal thoughts. I was both a little bit cold, I was a little bit chilly, then I was also hungry. So I was wondering, oh, I would love to eat. And I was in the channeling state. And I was also thinking, okay, what should I eat or blah blah blah. And I was not completely into the channeling state as I was having other thoughts that were kind of polluting, the field or whatever. And so it took me a little while to adjust and to be really 100% focus on the message as I was having some other thoughts popping up. And so my mind wasn't as clear as it should be. And I could feel the difference. But yes, I wasn't as aligned or as clear as it would have been necessary. And also because it's like if Ashtar spoke about some things, and I had maybe more doubts about the message. And so I was also looking for Ra's approval, some nods, And I was looking at Ra, and I could see nothing on your face, Leo. And I was having second thoughts, wondering, okay, is this correct? Is this message does it make sense? And then is it correct? And is this true? And so it was also half a part of me was also quite questioning because I didn't see the yes, yes, and we echo, etc. Although from time to time, yes, they all agreed, but I was yes having second thoughts, uh, and yes, there were some message that were a little bit more complicated because I don't know this knowledge. For instance, they spoke about the radiancy of the colors, and that the way they emanate at the same frequency or the same patterns than the water frequency or things related to the water. And so this message, uh, I managed to do it quite smoothly, but it would have been smoother if we would have exercised and if I would have cleared my mind before. So it was part of the exercise, but it was also me not having cleared my mind enough to make room to make full room for the message to come through. And there was also another small part of a phrase that I didn't get from Ashtar, speaking about something signature, something else. So I channeled the words, but to me they meant nothing. So I was also, while channeling, wondering what was the message exactly, what did it mean exactly. But yes, I think that mostly in this channeling there is a lot to unpack. There are a lot of information, and I think it will take time, at least for me, to watch the recording over and over and over and over to be able to get the knowledge or to get their point because they spoke about so many different things related to the chakras, but it was so much information that today, as watching the recording, I feel overwhelmed of information. So I will have to break this down and come back to it and to be able to get the knowledge from it.
Yes, I know what you mean. When Ra was speaking on how chakras are formed, I can sense that yes, there's a lot of information and energy here, and um, I can sense that it could be too much, but also that I can sense that we were ready, that everyone's listening to this is ready for it, and just as Esther said, we can just come back to it to integrate more. But what was interesting was the whole time, or pretty much the whole time that they were speaking on this, I had this thought that kept on coming into my mind that was from Ra, was from the greater collective, and it was just life. It was just chakras are life. Chakras are life, life, life. And then now thinking about it, it's like, oh, that's the summary. That's what chakras are. Chakras are life, but they're a very condensed form of life, orderly condensed, or naturally they should. That's how they're designed by us for us to be orderly, condensed, and sort of maybe yes, you could even say batteries of life, but like very condensed forms of life. But that ultimately you could see um through the lens of the chakra lens, you could see everything is chakras in a way that everything is alive, everything is the cells are like mini chakras you could also see. They're like mini stars um in a way. And so I just that was going in the kind of in the a little in the backgrounds, but while as that phrase, yes, chakras are life, life was going on, that was helping me to integrate their message on how chakras are formed through our intention, through our awareness and our thoughts and all of this, that life funnels in and it can become a very condensed form of life, such as chakras or the main chakras in our body. But yes, there was a lot of information to unpack there, and I'll be watching it a few times as well, for sure.
And I think we don't understand the meaning of life. What is life exactly? Is
Yes.
this energy? Is there energies, plural? Because I remember Ra saying that life is alive, which makes sense, but I think it's quite. I think more and more I get lost in this explanation of what is life exactly. Is this particles? Is this a cell that is living on its own and that is vibrating or radiating of something? Uh, because yes, it's alive, but yes, I think that more and more. It's like if the more we dig into some concepts, the more blurry they are, or they seem to me. Um, it's yes, sometimes more and more foggy in my mind to be able really to understand the concept. I'm looking at my notes, and yeah. Yeah, there is indeed a lot to unpack, and to me, I'm not very familiar with the chakras. That's something I know a little bit, although I'm really not an expert. I have read a few things here and there, but so to me, that's also kind of new knowledge um, that they shared with us. Um, but that are still quite conceptual. Imagining that we have chakras in our junction. Uh, okay, but there is also a part of me who is wondering. Okay, but where are they located? What are they here for? What is their use? Um, so yes, it's quite conceptual and not easy for me to understand exactly because again they also said that we had chakras within our body, so probably inside somewhere, but also on, so maybe at the surface of our skin probably, and also around, which was more for me complicated to get because I can understand that we have a kind of electromagnetic field around, but as for chakras around, it's quite obscure. I have trouble imagining it or understanding it. Um, so yes, it's. I will have to yes to watch the recording in order to understand exactly what they said. Yes.
Yeah, and I think there'll definitely be a video on life, on what their view of life is, and really what I'm just getting is it's the law of one could also be called the law of life, and that all is one because all is alive, all is life. So what they're saying is everything is alive, everything is life, whether it is grains and particles of sand or whether it's cells in a body, all is life. It's just a different form, a different expression of life. And the source of life is what is called the greatest mystery of where exactly, what exactly is this great beingness that is the source of life. But yes, I feel they will speak about this in an upcoming video.
Yes, and I think that I will also speak about colors
Yeah,
because I expect Ashtar to speak about colors. And so I think that there is also a lot of information behind colors and about vibrancy or frequencies related to colors. So I think that yes, there will be a channeling about colors.
yeah. Colors and sound for sure. They're
Yes.
very much related. And
Mhm.
so yes, I love that they mentioned that. And and
Is
yes,
there
is there
another topic within all the topics of the chakras that caught your attention?
um all of them caught my attention. I
Mhm.
think the ones that stood out the most we talked about already. How about for you? Is there anything else that stands out for you?
No, because to be honest, I have trouble to remember everything as there are so much information that no, it's really like there is too much, and I will have to look at the recording over and over and over. So I think that everything they said was very, very interesting. Even though I am not very familiar with what they shared. So it's yeah, it's very interesting. And I think there will be other other videos about chakras, as Ra mentioned. Uh, and maybe it was just a big, 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 wide introduction video. And I think that they will be speaking about that more. Um, so yes, but I have, yes, it's there is not a specific topic that stood up most for me, as everything is very interesting. But I don't remember many things. Like it's overwhelmed of information.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, it was a lot.
Mhm.
Okay then, so we shall we call it a nice thoughts on video then?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you all once more for joining us. And yes, we hope you enjoy the new format. Going forward, we'll still tweak it and polish it, but I do feel it's a great idea going forward, so we hope you all enjoyed.
Mm. And also, if you have some ideas about chakras, feel free to post it in the comments below. I don't know if we will have the answer, but maybe we could also channel on this. So if you have, I don't know, insights or even questions about chakras, feel free to post it somewhere in the comments as well.
Yes. Thank you,
So we
everyone.
wish you a great day. Thank you for joining us in this new video. And thank you, Leo, and thank you again, our guides. And we will see you very soon for another video.
Yes, we will. Take care.
Bye bye.